hey, I'm Will Lamparelli, and I have not made the TikTok that is going to make me famous yet.
1 million likes is a lot of likes.
My girlfriend and I had just watched Batman, like the Robert Pattinson one, and she goes, this is in real life, and she goes, I think it's funny that they like were trying to make him like a detective. And then, well, it's pretty much just the TikTok. And so I go, oh, like, I don't mean to mansplain, but like in the comics, he is like the world's greatest detective, which gets lost in translation in a lot of the movies. And she goes, oh, I don't think that's mansplaining. And I go, because you're a woman.
Oh, no.
And the thing that made it go viral was we both say incorrect things about Batman, technically, which I learned now after everyone fucking commented it. Because, like, apparently there's a monkey in the DC universe that is the best detective, like a chimp.
Nice. That's so specific.
Also, DC stands for Detective Comics. So people are, like, they're jumping in being like, you guys are dumbasses. And then there's a lot of dudes being like, you fucking got her ass. Like, a lot of dudes that are like, you mansplained the shit out of her, buddy.
Like, nothing you want.
I commented, I finally created a safe space for men to talk about Batman. And then it was funny because like that was like a one taker, but before that we made two where like we went to the Alamo Draft House, and it's basically like the TikTok is me being a waiter, and like we're in my house, but like I'm just like being a bad waiter, and I'm like, I start off by being like, and just let me know if anything's bothering you. We don't want you to interrupt your cinematic experience. But then I keep coming up to her and being like, did you order anything yet? And then we did another one where like, cause like I'm on a hockey team, so it's like a skate date, and like, but like it's like a first date skate date, and the whole time is like, it's just me like skating really fast around, like, and being like, where have you been? Like, I'm racing 12-year-olds, like. So we tried really hard on those two, and they both got like 200 likes. I put my phone down and we went for like a walk, and we came back and it had like 1,000 likes. And then it just like,
So tough.
I still get notifications every day. People are commenting. The other hilarious thing is people comment the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's bots probably, right?
No, it's not. It's not. It's just like the 4 comments I talked about. Everybody says one of those 4 comments to this day. And like, you know, you click on their profiles and they're real
different
people.
words, or they're just repeating?
They're not even
different words.
They're not reading the comments. They're just like, oh, this would be.
Well, people also try to like boost their own channels, so they like, say relatable stuff.
There definitely is a lot of bots.
Yeah.
And also it's like, it's also funny that like this video came out 6 weeks ago, and like, you know, it's past its prime viewership, like, you know, and no one's scrolling that down to see your comment, but people are still like, and then I have another friend who's like a comedian, and she like knows all about how the algorithms work. And so I kind of try to strike this balance where sometimes I am trying to do stuff that the algorithm like wants. Cause like the Batman video, it's like, if you comment a bunch, that really puts it in the algorithm. Yeah. So like, I don't know. I really just try to like keep it silly, but like every once in a while I'll do something where I'm like, I'm going to be wrong on purpose and see if like it gets people pissed off and they want to be like,
yeah.
I made a video about, I got that litter robot for my cat. It's like a litter box where, you know, it's automatic. Like you don't have to scoop it, like it rotates. And I made like 2 cat videos that really popped off. And I was like, well, I don't want to be a fucking cat guy.
Yeah.
You know? Right before I came here, I made one where I have a piano that I tried to learn, but I'm like, I'm not really good at learning it. But I think my brand is like, I start off really serious and then it's like stupid, like the Teletubbies one. And I'm like looking in the camera and I'm playing the piano and I'm like, some of our musical legends say farewell too soon. I like to remember them by playing their music. And I play the Keyboard Cat song. And then I'm like, I just bought a $400 piano and I only know how to play the Keyboard Cat song. Like,
I think that's similar to Yannick and I, because the stuff that we've been wanting to put out has been like, the concept is really stupid. But where we want the smartness to come, we want that with the technical. Like we want to focus so much, like the lighting's going to be great, camera work's going to be great, audio's going to be, this is going to be produced heavily for just such a stupid concept.
Well, in college, when I was on the improv team, our coach, like, we our budget all went to this guy who would come and do 2-hour practices, and he would like, you know, extend us through lessons, and he'd watch the shows and he'd give us notes. He was in like UCB in the very early days, and then like everyone kind of got famous around him, and he had a lot. He was a very interesting guy. And then I don't know if you know the Amber Ruffin show. It's like, it's on Peacock. It's he's the band leader now, so like he's found success, and it's like we love that for him. But so many good nuggets about comedy. But one of them was I was like, I made some joke on stage where I was like, cut off my fucking leg, and I was just like too jokey, and he was like, be really serious next time. It's way funnier.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, when you laugh, the joke is kind of over for the audience.
Yeah.
They're laughing at like your reality. So yeah, I try to keep that in mind sometimes. But then also it's like, I try to have a healthy relationship with it, but it's like hard when you don't have a job. And like, also like what I'm learning now is like with the algorithm, like sometimes when I post it, I like, if you don't look at it, supposedly it likes that. Like you close the app and don't ever touch it.
It's so weird.
It's
Because
so
it wants
weird.
you, it wants you back.
Yeah.
So it's like,
well, and someone else told me that
give
they
me
were
some
like,
views.
it doesn't really make sense for them to benefit you by not being on the app because they want you to be on the app too. It's like videos, like it feels like when you hit a certain, because you get the first 200 to 300 views. Everybody can get 200 and 300 views, but then you have to get a certain number of likes in there and
for
comments.
it to push past. Yeah.
But then it feels like it holds it sometimes until prime time. So yesterday I posted one where I'm like a waiter and I'm basically like, I'm making fun of myself for ordering like a special cocktail and like switching out one of the ingredients. And he's like, we're going to put your picture up here just to commemorate like how cool you are. And it did like fine. It stopped at like 300 views. But then I was like looking at it and I do a crazy thing where I go on my computer where I'm not logged in so I can like see if anything's popping off. And I got an email from TikTok like a right before we started that I had 1,500 likes. I got like 1,000 likes in like an hour.
wow.
When I posted it yesterday and I got like 200 likes in
Well, I think
12 hours.
It probably does make sense for it to work better if you don't look at it, because then it has a reason for you to then come back again if you know you're already on the app. So, but if you put the app away, it's like, okay, we need him back. Give him some dopamine.
It's like the night that I post the one that got 1 million likes, it probably has like 200,000. The other thing that I didn't realize, it takes weeks for them to really pop off. Like, I don't know if you guys are on TikTok, but like if you see one that has 1 million likes, it's usually from a week or 5 days or something ahead of like before.
Because it keeps reaching checkpoints.
Yeah. And then it keeps filtering in, and then like, you know, like I never not have a notification, and it's from that video, the cat one. I also made one about Bumble. I won a class action settlement for Bumble. I didn't win it, but I was a part of it, and I got $70.
Wow.
I made a video about it.
There you go.
A dude sued Bumble because women can go first, and he won. It's like it's discrimination technically.
Oh my
weird.
God.
I have a lot of haters in the comments on that one.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of dudes that are being like, "You're such a fucking pussy. Turn it on your fellow man. He got you $70," and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, what the heck?
Hate fuels more than love.
You got
it's
the mask.
It's like the first night, I'm high as shit going to sleep. I'm scrolling through TikTok, just watching videos. I get an ad from TikTok, and it's like creators I recognize, and I don't remember the exact words, but they're basically like, "Congratulations, you did it. Welcome." And it's like I hit some kind of engagement threshold that it was like it opened up another part of the app for me that's like classes about how to grow your audience.
What?
Yeah. But and it's like you have so many tools in the app that are like I have like 77% men followers, 23% women, 25% are in LA, 25% are in Brooklyn, 13% are in Houston. Like I have so much information, and the app really wants you to get huge. Because it, you know, then you get stuff through that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
With the Batman video, no one told me to like kill myself, which I couldn't believe. It's got 5 million views. You would think one clinically insane person would DM me being like, "Jump off a bridge. I fucking
Because
hate
those
you."
clinically insane people were like, I totally agree with you, man.
Yeah, it was a clinically insane video.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I made a video about because like every day I'm like, let me just put something out, and I made a video where I like green screened my face in front of Overwatch characters because I'm playing Overwatch, and I was like, here's what characters I think would have gone to January 6th. And so many people, they were like Soldier 76 would never do that. Like they were like, you don't know these characters at all. I'm getting a lot of like dumbest takes I've ever heard in my fucking life. I'm getting shit like that, and like it's.
It seems like hot takes are the way to do it.
Yeah, and like sometimes when I'm making those videos, like I'm not really thinking about it too much, but some part of me is like, I bet this will get like something. Yeah, truly, like I don't really know what. I can't make a video that gets a bunch of likes on purpose. You know.
My most successful, which are tiny. Like I'll be like, oh, this is the funniest thing I've ever made. This is so funny.
Yeah.
And then it's like
Trash.
16 views.
Yeah.
Like, really?
And also, it's like everyone has a different opinion about what time you should post every day.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should post them at midnight when you go to sleep, but it seems like at any point of the day from like 10 a.m. to like 9 p.m. they all get the same kind of amount of traction. But then I kind of try to stay away from thinking like that too much, because I'm like,
Yeah, because in the end, I feel like there's so many things moving that in the end, it doesn't really matter.
and also I'm like, I should think about how to make my videos better, you know? And like, I don't like Mr. Beast, but I heard him on a podcast be like, if your video does 10% better, it's not like 10%, the way the algorithms work. He's like, that's not 10% more views. It's like 1,000% more views. Because if you hit like just that next echelon or whatever, that next like, then it's like, oh, okay.
I'm noticing that for this podcast, honestly. Like, I mean, usually we get just friends and family for the first 6 or 7. It would be about like 30 would be a good number. And now we're like, just in this last month, all these past ones that we've been making have been getting random views from who knows.
Yeah.
And now we're at like a 60 or 90 viewership. And all of them are like there. And it's like, who are these people? Like, and Yannick and I, like, we only post this like on our Instagram once,
When it comes out.
and then it's gone. And then like, so
And I told
the
5
algorithm-
real people about it between the last couple episodes.
yeah,
So,
I
like-
maybe twice or 3 times a month I would talk about the podcast, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. But it's like, I don't expect you to listen to my podcast. It's
Yeah.
Which like, I like the anonymity. It's kind of nice that it's strangers. I mean, some people know me. The most awkward thing is that so many people I've got like 10,000 phone numbers because of work.
Yeah.
Maybe not 10,000, but like 5,000 probably.
Oh, and then
It sources through contacts so much. So like people that, just a lot of people that I like work with are like, oh my God,
Will's doing a.
you got 100,000 likes on something. And I'm like, I mean, I bet that maybe we'll get 10 more views because I'll make a TikTok about this and put it in my bio. I mean, I don't know.
Nice.
It's funny how low how low the click-through rate is, you know?
Yeah, I've been like purposefully not promoting it like at all, because
Yeah.
I think, well, for one, it's like circling the drain in terms of like, it's kind of like a spiral of feeling bad about yourself if you're like actively promoting something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2, I think it's just more interesting to have like an organic growth, because
Yeah.
it's like if we continue to make good stuff, it'll work that way.
Well, the
versus having
people-
like a blast of like me
Mm-hmm.
sharing it a bunch.
The people who are listening to this are the same people that we promoted day one. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it just keeps going. And now we're leveling at like 90, but like that's for podcast numbers, us having 10 episodes, like that's a crazy number to have already.
Yeah.
For not really doing any promotion. It's I don't know. It's cool.
I was making TikToks. I made like maybe like 10, and then they got like 20 views each. Like they just weren't. And I was like, oh, I feel bad. Like, and then I was like, okay, I want to try this. So we made like 2 we tried hard on, and then truly just like that random Batman one. And then I got 2,500 followers. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have people like
Yeah.
that are waiting for my next thing.
I got like a creator code from the Litterbox people.
Oh, nice.
So
wow.
I have it in my bio if you go shop and you buy, but it's like not a discount. So like you'd have to go.
It's literally just hooking it up for
Yeah.
Will.
And also it's like, no one would ever do it because you have to, it looks like a scam link. It's like not litterrobots.com. It's like a bunch of random letters.
Great.
And then you have to click that, and then you have to stay in the browser on TikTok to buy it.
Oh my
So
God. I always think when I beat myself up about like, oh, my YouTube video got 300 videos or 300 views or something, on one end that's like tiny nowadays, but also it's like if 300 people came to
it's
a
pretty crazy.
16-minute one-man show,
yeah.
that would be insane.
Yeah.
Also, I think that like having a library is beneficial.
Yeah.
That like when one does pop off, then people can go back and be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is
And
cool
that's
stuff.
going to be the biggest thing. Just having prior videos on.
Yeah.